Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Inexpensive Beauty. It is your girl Nikki the Mohawk Maiden and I am coming to you with another video. I'm actually going to break two videos up. The first one is our tips on clear skin and I'm going to do another video on glowing skin. Apparently I wasn't clear in my first video about glowing skin and clear skin and I was kind of interchanging those. So I'm going to break both of those videos up, and because Inexpensive Beauty is all about helping you look like a dime on a dime, I'm going to break them up so you get the most out of each video. So this video is all about clear skin tips. And the first thing I am going to tell you about keeping and obtaining clear skin is that if you are having breakouts, it is not always something that you are doing. Being that we are women, we are subject to hormonal imbalance, and a lot of times when the weather is changing, it wreaks havoc on our skin. We go from a very moist climate to a very dry climate as far as when the seasons change, and that kind of stuff has a big effect on your skin. Another thing I want to tell you is as far as hormonal, sometimes our friend is coming and, our skin is prone to breakouts no matter how much we actually try to keep it as clear as possible. So these tips are to just help diminish some of those things that kind of go on with our skin. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is to drink a lot of water. And the reason I say that is because our skin is the biggest organ on our body. And whatever we put in must come out. And we pass waste several ways. And one way that we pass waste is through our skin. So if we are consuming a lot of junk as far as sweets, sugar, alcohol, anything like that, definitely drink a lot of water. And I will tell anyone, if you drink a lot of coffee or caffeine, that is another thing that can wreak havoc on your skin. What I tell people who feel like they cannot get enough water in their day is to do one of several things. If you are a drinker, like if you go to a bar and you like wine like me, or if you like maybe wells or spirits or liquor of any type, drink that drink, have water behind it. Drink another drink, have water behind it. Because not only are you diluting it, but you're flushing and getting the water into your system, because alcohol has a very drying effect, which can also wreak havoc on your skin as well. And it makes our skin very blotchy when we drink a lot of liquor or alcohol of any type. The second thing I'm going to tell you is that make sure you remove your makeup nightly, especially if you're coming from a bar. You can get these at CVS. These are age-defying towelettes. They come in all kinds of types. And these are I believe $1.99 or $2.99. And I like these because they have retinol, collagen, and vitamin A and C. So even though I'm not aging and I don't have any lines or anything like that on my skin, I still use it. Really, really good product. The next thing I will tell you is to get a mild cleanser. I love Cetaphil. And I've actually started getting the bar of Cetaphil. The reason I like this is because, like I've said before, if you are prone to breakouts on your face, you might have breakouts on other spots. I know a lot of girls get back acne, or they tend to break out all over their body, sometimes in the upper arm area, around the chest, on the back. And this Cetaphil bar really, really helps. It's a really big bar. And it lasts a really, really long time. It's a thick bar. So as with you were paying, I don't know, $8 or $9 for Cetaphil in the pump liquid form, you can get this bar for $4.55. It is such a steal. And when I tell you, it just breaks up any type of acne that you may have on your body. So like I said before, make sure you use a mild cleanser. I am not a big fan of very harsh or abrasive cleansers. Some people use them because they like the feeling of it, but I found out that they are very drying. And when they dry out your skin, that also can cause or wreak havoc on your skin and cause you breakouts that you don't know where they're coming from. So definitely use something mild on your skin. The next thing I will tell you is to use the appropriate moisturizer. Ladies, I know a lot of us feel, especially women of color, that we're already very oily. Our skin is. But you must remember that you can get two types of moisturizers. You can get a very light moisturizer, very light as in just very silky, very lightweight that you can just, apply. And you don't need a lot of it, just maybe 1, 2, or 3 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, moisturizing to your skin while your pores are actually still open. And that is a good cleanser. Or if you're like me, I actually like Pond's cream, and it's a very heavy cream. So what I would tell anyone is if they are using Pond's cons and your skin is still open as far as you got out the shower, you take a hot shower and your pores are still open, I do just 4 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4. I rub it into my skin, let it sit for a minute, then I take a hot washcloth and kind of like wipe it off. That way my skin is moisturized, but it's not excessively oily. Another thing that I will definitely tell you about keeping clear skin is to use an oil control primer. I love this stuff. This is actually Primetime Bare Minerals Oil Control Primer, and it is white when it comes out of the bottle, and it comes in a little pump like this, and it doesn't look like a lot, but let me tell you, you only like a slight dab of it. And I'll just put on my fingers really quickly so you can see it. See that? It's kind of clear, white, and it's very, very non-oily. Like if I rub it on my face now, it dries like so quickly. It's not like the regular, I'd say, MAC primer where it's kind of like an oily base. Not this. As soon as you put it on, you rub it in, and it's completely dry. It is great. It gives you that matte look. It controls the oil, and that is what you want in the summer. You want something that's going to help you control the oil or the excessive breakouts or the oils that may cause excessive breakouts. Another thing that I would definitely tell you is to, if you are using foundation, I would advise anyone to use a powder. And if you can find a powder like, let me see, this is Bare Minerals Matte powder. And I like this. I actually got this in a test tube. I'll just show you the tube like really, really quickly. It came like this. And I like this a lot. This is actually a sample. And the reason I like it is because it is so matte. Like, when you put it on your skin, it does not give off any shine, any glow, any high resolution, sweaty look, none of that. And it is absolutely awesome. If you use the Bare Minerals Oil Control and you use the Bare Minerals foundation as far as the powder, when I tell you your face is so matte, it looks so good. It gives a crisp, clean finish without all the shine. And I recommend that to anyone, especially women of color who sweat excessively. Like, I love Bare Minerals. I don't wear a lot of it, but I do like their product. It's just great product. The minerals do so many things for your face. They keep the shine under control. They actually absorbs the moisture, and it's very good for your skin. It's unlike liquid foundation, because liquid foundation in itself can be very clogging for the skin, and you don't want that, because if you think about like whiteheads and blackheads, what happens is that the oil has no place to escape, so it actually goes back in your skin and it creates these bumps, and it like sits under the layer of your skin, so you have these whiteheads. And you never ever want to pop them, because that can leave a nasty scar. And as African American women, we are prone to something called hyperpigmentation. And what that is when we have a blemish and we pop it, it retains or keeps a dark spot. You don't want that, and it's very, very hard to get rid of. The only thing that I know that actually gets rid of that is Clinique, and it's for dark spots. But let me tell you, you are using that whole bottle of Clinique, and it takes a long time to get rid of. So let's just, take care of our skin and make sure that we're not popping our bumps and things of that nature. Another thing I will tell you is just to make sure that you are exfoliating your face. Now, you can do it one of two ways. You can actually use a puff. And this I got at Walmart for like $2.99. My kitten is crazy. I'm going to show you guys my kitten. Let me see if I can reach him. Darn. He wouldn't come over here, but he is bananas. I'm going to let you see him. He is just crazy. But anywho, you can use an exfoliator like this. And this has little holes in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it has a little place in the back where you kind of put your hand and you rub the product into your face. And I like this because it has little holes. Can you guys see that? And that's what actually exfoliates your face. So it's really, really good for you. And another thing that I would definitely tell you to get is, if you are one of those people who likes those Sonics, and that's just the rotating blemish removers or the rotating exfoliators, get you an Oral-B toothbrush. and make sure it's brand new. You haven't used it to brush your teeth or anything of that nature, and use this to exfoliate your skin. Because what happens is, if you look at the tiny heads on it, they rotate. So while it's going, you're just actually exfoliating your face. I mean, you know, put a little label on it, you know, this is for such and such and such and such, and just use this when you put on product and exfoliate your face. And once you exfoliate your skin, let it sit for about, I'd say 5 or 10 minutes, and then wash it off. Use a white washcloth, preferably white, because it has no dyes or colors in it, and that's always the best thing for your skin. And one more thing, if you must use liquid foundation, use half of what you would normally use. Take your sponge, wet it, and make sure you squish it and get all the excess water out, and just go over your face very lightly. And what that does is it gives a beautiful look with less product. And the water is also good for your face, so it keeps your skin from actually drying out. So once again, this is Nikki the Mohawk Maiden, and these are clear skin tips, and I am all about showing you guys how to look like a dime on a dime. And hey, like I said before, it is okay to be beautiful, but how are you going to do this? You're going to do this inexpensively, and you guys have a good evening.